Hello and welcome back for another episode of Minecraft Saga. As always, I am your host, the Hogfather John, and hopefully I have dealt with those audio issues. That is the hope, the dream. I've messed around with my noise gate and I have optimized the position of my microphone. But yeah, today we are going to be doing farm stuff. Absolutely not going to be exploring at all. That would be foolish. Especially after we just spent all that time exploring. I have off camera spent some time flattening out some of the prime real estate that I've seen. I think over there could make a nice little farm there as well, with all of this, with this like a bottom of the valley bit, suitable for the absolute not lowest of the low, but the very bottom of the valley bit suitable for enclosures. For instance, we can flatten out that back wall there and turn it into, build up the walls around it and turn it into a cow pen, which is the first thing we're actually going to be doing today. But once we have gotten just like this last bit of infrastructure set up, we can. I haven't decided whether I want to fill this bit in, make this bit here come out all the way to here with just like the little steps like that, like that platform there, or if I want to. I just don't know. But I'll work it out. Between now and a time lapse. I should have the dirt for it as well, which is very good. Yeah, after we have successfully attained agriculture, our next step will be religion. You may think that that is me being facetious, and to a degree, it is. Ooh, I need a new shovel. Oh, excellent. I have a traveling crafting table. Sometimes I make things and I just don't remember that I've made them. So, the bare necessities to have on you at any one time, in my opinion, in Minecraft is once you've got it, once you've got access to it, wood, cobblestone, a water bucket. I don't remember grabbing a salmon, but we've apparently got one. And shears for quickly making, just nice and easy beds. Sun would be setting now, wouldn't it, the bugger? I think we can finish this dirt, though. But yeah, it wasn't until most societies started sort of agrarianizing, started, agriculture and all that, that religion as we sort of recognize it today really started to come about. And I do have this book that you may have noticed in my inventory at the end of last episode and just a minute ago, and that is for the expressly for the purpose of starting our religion. It is going to be our Book of Gods. And when I have the time, I will rename it. Not when I've got the time. When I've got the iron, we will rename it to the Book of Gods, and we'll be updating, bringing gods into the world, taking gods out of them, as out of the world as we sort of progress in this series. There's a cow there. There are zombies burning. There's some skeletons burning over there, so we may go over there and try and get some bones, because I know there are wolves in these forests. Bones and arrows. Not having to make my own arrows is actually something that I really appreciate. And if I find a skeleton spawner, is something that I'm definitely going to do. Oh yeah, there was that living skeleton over there. How many bones? That puts our bone total up to 8. Excellent. There's another one just under this tree, I remember. No, was it just that flower that I was seeing and I mistook it? Oh well, ooh! Excellent. I can turn you into... Presumably if you drop string, I can turn that into some more leads. 2 more string, excellent. I think that might be enough, actually. Anyway, yeah, once we've sort of introduced our first god, I'm gonna have to look into what early I can't remember the exact word. Sites of work. That's it. Sites of worship look like. Look like. And we'll use that as the basis for this god. I don't know if it's going to be a male god or a female god. I'm going to look that up. I am of course English, if you couldn't tell, so most likely I'm going to go for sort of a sort of Celtic pantheon to begin with. But I play a lot of D&D. I DM a lot of D&D, and whenever I build pantheons, I think it's good to start with like basic level gods, and then sort of build out as concepts arrive. So, the pre-agrarian society would have like very basic gods, usually very spiritual people. So, what weren't gods, quote unquote, were spirits. But that was I don't know enough about that sort of area of history and theology to dig in on that. So we're just gonna go with basic introductory level gods. If I can find an actual English god, English Celtic god, to base off, even better. Yeah, that's that nice and done. We'll I think cobblestone wall it. Yeah, we'll cobblestone wall that up, and then from there we'll move on. One of the things I do want to build when we hit redstone is a cobblestone generator. You know, the sort of one where cobblestone gets generated, gets pushed out, and gets pushed up a machine. So I can just stand, have like a little, uh, yeah, 3x3 area. So really 4x4 with a 3x3 machine in it that'll circularly pump out cobblestone. That's what I really think would be good. Cobblestone wall. And a 6 cobblestone walls and a gate. At least the one for me. Yeah, no. I'm going quiet. I shouldn't go quiet. When I go quiet is when my microphone starts having trouble picking me up. But it's quite late. My last video went out last night. As of this recording this segment, and I was quite happy with it, apart from like the audio issues. But I would have had to record the not dialogue, but well, technically it's dialogue. But I would have to record the segment all over again, and I feel like that could have come off as a bit robotic. Or because I don't script these, as is probably obvious right now from the sheer amount of waffle that is arising from me at the moment. Uh, but yes. So why I don't know. I'm digging that. Oh yeah, that's why. Anyway, just a big like free range area for them to dwell in. That's far enough. Yeah. But yeah, so this is going to be our cow pen. Cows are a good. They're probably the best, in my opinion, at least. Early game. What is exactly the word here? The best early game farm animal because they give you meat and they give you leather, and leather is very important. For two reasons actually in the game at this moment in time. One, when I go columphing about there, I'll be less likely to fall into the ground with some nice leather shoes. And two, they will produce the leather that I need for books, which will be quite important relatively soon. Relatively soon, I don't know. When inevitably we need to start going and enchanting things. What am I here for? What am I looking for? Ah, I know what I'm looking for. I need some of this. Oh, I don't have enough of that. Okay, this can go back then. Ooh, we can get a dog though. Put this iron actually in the smeltery. Get some of this all smelted up. Right, so I've lost both of the cows that were in this valley before. I like I like what I've done over there. It always feels a bit boring when you've just got like these big squares that are supposed to be, your breeding grounds. Paddocks, that's the ones. And it also just seems a bit more ethical. Like, admittedly, I am going to be breeding, like, mass breeding these creatures purely for the sake of their meat and their what's the word I'm looking for? Their meat and their hides. It doesn't mean I need to be a dick about it. Is there not another one around here somewhere? Well, there was another one in the valley somewhere. Oh well. So one of my big things that I want to do soon is find somewhere to get sand from. One, so I can have windows, and two, so that what's the second one? Oh yeah, so I can replace my home with a different place, a different design. Okay, so there's one cow. Where's the other cow gone? Up, 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 up. Ah, there it is. It's over there. But yeah, we'll get that. We'll get our dog. We're missing. No, 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 we're not. We've got the two. I thought I had all four in my inventory for a second. And then I remembered that we only have the two leashes. Pigs, not the best thing for breeding, or for me, yeah, for early game breeding, in my opinion. Yeah, you can do it with potatoes, and potatoes are much easier to mass farm than wheat is early game. Just because you get so many to begin when you start just like cooking potatoes. But at the same time, it's just pigs are only useful for their meats. They may have other uses, but I don't know of them. So probably not going to set up a pig farm immediately. Maybe later when we actually build a proper farm that isn't just that, because I wouldn't get attached to any of these structures that are sort of being built in like these first 10 episodes. because eventually it's all gonna get like torn down and actual proper structures are built in their place. We're gonna put these away, go to bed, and in the morning, yeah, the dandelion going here. In the morning, we will go and what's it called? Oh, yeah, we're going to go and get a wolf. Maybe two, hopefully. If we do, we can start a breeding program for dogs, which will be like good and fun, and we'll not be as vulnerable to monsters. Okay, I think I just saw a wolf, and I did. I begin that sentence and it runs in front of me, and that was quick. Let's try and find another one. Yep, here's another one. Oh, that's good. No, ooh, this one is being a bit fussier. There we go. So I was right to bring that many. I thought you loved me. Okay. Yeah, let's head home. I'll drop these dogs off, and then we'll get started on the farm, the field time lapse, which it's not going to be the most interesting thing, but I'll try and put some little detailing in, like some lampposts and some paths. Actually, yeah, I can use this to start the path around my around the valley as well, so that's really good. Yeah, they were both in there, which is excellente. And now we're a bit more protected when it comes to, zombies, skeletons, not creepers necessarily, spiders, mobs, basically. Okay, so we'll park these little guys up here. Yeah, so I best get started on the farms over there. Ooh, actually, here's a question for all of y'all. What should I name these dogs? And I suppose I should also ask, what should I name this fish? That it can just live in a little infinite water source here. It'll be an infinite water source when I have more water. But yeah, what should I name these dogs? Please leave your suggestions in the comments. Yeah, I best get started on these farms. See you in a minute. Okay, so yeah, that was not the best time lapse, but really it was not a lot to focus on. Our first little wheat field is growing over here. Not much wheat, admittedly, but we'll get there. Really, once the first crop comes in, that's when I'll get a whole bunch of seeds, I think. But yeah, we've established a little route around around our little valley. This level here is just all going to be wheat, I think. And then we've got carrots and potatoes. Yeah, and we'll continue with carrots and potatoes. We've got our lovely little, what they called, cow paddock over here. Excuse me, sir, you're not wanted. No, can't breed any. I thought maybe a night might have passed between when I last fed them and, you know, when everything else is going on. Definitely at some point we are going to need to light up this route. But for now, we'll just accept things the way they are. But yeah, I spent far too much time rambling. Yeah, far too much time rambling earlier when I should have been doing other things. So this episode, it's going to be a case of not a lot's happened, but we've planned out a lot for the future. And really, that is worth its weight in gold. And remember, if you're enjoying the series, please subscribe. And please comment a name that you'd if you will have one for these dogs, and I will put it in a notebook somewhere. Oh, I'll put it in the notebook. That's what this will be called, the notebook. Oh, bugger. Okay. Oh dear. Alright, sit. Sit. I'm gonna have to deal with this creeper before I can sleep, aren't I? Ooh. Okay, I'll see you next time, and hopefully none of my stuff will get blown up between now and then.